everybody.
Hey, yeah.
My name is Belkind, and I'm really excited to be here tonight. Actually, I'm excited to be anywhere tonight. But I do want to take a moment to thank all of you for coming out. Your support's just incredibly important to all of us. But to be honest, I think it's a little bit more important to me. If you haven't noticed, I'm a bit older than my colleagues, and my window for success is a little bit smaller. You've been a great crowd, and I'm hoping you'll work with me tonight. Here's the plan. I skip the jokes, you go right to the laughter, and I get the hell out of here and go home to bed where I belong. At my age, I should be doing lie down, not stand up. If anybody has a chance of dying up here tonight, you're looking at them. That's why it's a big relief to see so many of my doctors are in the audience. I'm so old, I remember when the Dead Sea was sick. I can remember when rainbows were black and white. And how about this? I remember Preparation A. I'm not the only one, huh? I went into an antique store last week and they sold me. And then I came home and I got a notification in the mail that my birth certificate expired. I'm so old, when the Lord said, "Let there be light," I was one of the electricians. I'll tell you what else, I'm so old I can actually remember when the Congress did something. I've been around a while, and I've had a phenomenal life. I have a fantastic family. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. My wife and I have been together for over 30 years. To be honest, I lost all respect for her the day she married me. She's run into some bad luck lately. A couple of weeks ago, somebody stole all of her credit cards. And she doesn't know this, but I haven't even reported it yet because the thief is charging a hell of a lot less than she did. Keep that in mind if it ever happens to you. And in reality, though, she's a saint, which is a little bit strange because we're Jewish. And in fact, she cooks right out of the Old Testament. Last night she served burnt offerings. I'm pretty sure she got the recipe when we went to the Holy Land. Over the years, we've traveled a great deal. I've taken her to over 40 countries on 5 continents, and she's managed to find her way home every time. I don't know where we're going to go next year. But we do go everywhere together. That way we don't have to kiss each other goodbye. We have two fabulous children. We have a son who lives in LA. He's a cinematographer. And last week he said, "Hey Dad, I have an idea. How would you like to star in a geriatric porn flick?" I don't even have a pornograph. But I do have a 2010 Lincoln convertible. The top stays up and I go down. We have a wonderful daughter. We're very, very proud of her. She's a senior at ASU. And she's pre-med. She's going to go to medical school. Honey, hurry up. Daddy needs parts. I need a hip. I need a knee. And the worst part of getting old is I've outlived my penis. It'll happen to all of you sooner or later. But it doesn't end there. I go to the dentist and he tells me I need to have some wisdom teeth put in. I wore glasses for over 55 years. My vision keeps getting worse. I go to the eye doctor. He tells me it's not the prescription. You have a cataract. You need surgery. I go, I have the surgery. They put a patch on my eye. They give me those Men in Black glasses. They give me I don't see any light. I go home, I wake up the next day, I walk outside, take the patch off, and it's a miracle. I can see Sheriff Joe, and I can see our governor patrolling the border in Mexico, but I still can't see my own penis. Last year I went to our 50th reunion for high school in New York Forest Hills High School. I was the only one that showed up and still couldn't win most popular. Two of my classmates were Simon and Garfunkel, this is the truth. And I was always very, very jealous of them. I always wanted to be a rock and roll star, and I think probably the thing that held me back was I took guitar lessons for 4 years before I found out you weren't supposed to blow into it. But actually on the way over here tonight, I heard, this is true, that the Rolling Stones' 50th tour is being canceled for this year because Keith Richards is under the weather. Well, that's a big shock. You know, these guys are about 70 years old with the Rolling Stones, and next year they're going to do the tour. They're going to call it the Wheelchair Tour. And I think it's time for them to start to consider about maybe changing their name. The Rolling Stones just doesn't seem to fit anymore. How about the Kidney Stones? That would seem to make more sense. And they're not the only ones. What about Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Not Very Young? The Grateful, We're Not Dead? Earth, Wind, and Fiber? And of course, we can't forget about Tom Petty and the Pacemakers. Thank you very much.